I think we're going to be transitioning over to something that's really you know more about than me.
Yeah,
that's the Radiant Black series.
Yes, they are doing a audio book of Volume 1. And the cast is pretty damn awesome. I mean, we've seen Will Friedle as Marshall Ward in the little short that they have up on their YouTube channel, but he's back for the audio drama. We have Ryder Strong as Nathan Burnett, Todd Stashwick as 001, Melissa Nova as Radiant Pink, and Yatco as Red, and Troy Baker, Joel from The Last of Us, and he's voiced so many other characters as Shift. Like, what a cast. Absolutely crazy. I've never done an audio comic before, but this one with that voice cast, I think I'm going to pick it up. I don't know exactly the details of where it will be available, but once we do know, we'll be sharing that out for sure.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Is this going to be like a visual, like you see the artwork and the voice casting and the voice work at the same time? Is it just like a straight audiobook that you're just listening to a more descriptive version of the comic? Or is it going to play out more like an audio drama? You know, I feel like they didn't have too many details on that.
Yeah, I mean, the Massiverse, they've done some pretty crazy stuff. I mean, they just did this whole No One series, and they were doing like a companion, like, in-universe, like, podcast about it with Patton Oswalt. Like, he was playing a character in the universe, and, like, they were talking about, like, the events of No One, and they're doing a movie for that as well called I Am No One. That's gonna kind of wrap up that whole story, which is some other big news out of San Diego Comic-Con. Nothing on the casting or anything for that yet. I would assume we could see Patton Oswalt in it. I think it's gonna be a lot of like first person view stuff and crazy stunts. It sounds like gonna be interesting. I don't know where that's gonna be shown. What kind of release that's gonna be, but I'm definitely looking forward to that. It's a series I've not gotten to yet. I just shot the most recent Massiverse review for the channel. I've done the first arc, the first phase of Radiant Black, which is volume 1 through 2. I believe it's volume 1 and 2 that I've done, as well as Radiant Red, Inferno Girl Red, and I just did the Supermassive crossover review, which will be up on the channel soon. I have the Shift review that should be coming soon as well, and then I'm going to be moving into the second phase, where we see some Rogue Sun, Radiant Pink, more Radiant Black, and the Dead Lucky, which is one that I'm really looking forward to. And then No One is later on, once I get there. So I'm going to catch up, hopefully in time for all this awesome stuff that's coming our way. I mean, the crew behind the Massiverse, Kyle Higgins, we have Mac Room, who's done the Inferno Girl Red writing. Those guys are absolutely insane. They're doing the Ultraman comics with Francesco Manna. So, and he's done some art for the Massiverse too. It's just a complete all-star team there, and the creativeness behind them is just through the roof. So, yeah, we will see what's coming, and it's going to be good.
Yeah, no, I think it's definitely going to be like one of the big series coming out of Image. I mean, obviously, you know, you think Walking Dead, you think Invincible. I think this is like the next.
It's on the cusp. I really think this is going to explode into the mainstream very soon. I don't know what is going to do it, but one of these series is going to do it. I was blown away by Radiant Black, especially the first volume. The twists and turns there were just extremely unexpected. If you're new to this, if you haven't read any of it, highly recommend it. but some really great characters, and I can't wait to see where it's going, because I've been seeing these Catalyst War posts for what's the most recent events of the Massiverse, and it just all looks crazy. I mean, from day one, this Catalyst War stuff, from what I could tell, has been teased. Like, they've been building up to this for a very long time. Big stories, big universe, massive universe. You guys got to check it out, the Massiverse.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I got the Humble Bundle, so I should be trying to catch up soon.
Yeah, I highly recommend it. Especially the Radiant Black Volume 1. I mean, I don't want to spoil it for you, but yeah, you gotta read that, and there's a big, like, oh shit moment in there where you're like, holy crap, that just happened. And it just changes the whole story. It's like, you didn't expect... I never expected, when I first started reading that, I was like, alright, yeah, this is the character, this is the story, and then they're just like, nope.
Yeah.
So you must read it. I mean, it's one of the greatest twists I've ever seen for the introduction of a series. Only thing comparable to me was Ultra Mega. When I read that first issue, I was like, all right, yeah, this is the story, and then the ending of that happened, and I was like,
yeah.
So
yeah.
that's another one that's coming back pretty soon, though. Ultra Mega, I believe that's coming back in the next 2 months, September, October. They're coming back with a big first issue for this return. I don't know how many issues they're doing, but I've been waiting a long time for that one to come back.
Yeah, no, it was a series that came out that it, like, kind of, like, fizzled. As far as, like, hype for it, everyone was talking about it, and then it was, like, crickets. I guess they took a break.
Yeah,
but,
I mean, it was a very quiet, not a lot of people talked about it. James Harren did an incredible job on that, and I probably harassed him on Twitter many times between the end of that series and now, and I'm like, when are you coming back? And he's like, it's coming back. And then I was like, all right, you told me it was coming back a while ago. When's it coming back?
Yeah.
But the thing about that series, the issues are very long. It's not your typical comic book. Like, it's like a double comic at least. So, yeah, keep a lookout for that. Lots of awesome comic stuff coming.
Yeah.